Hello and welcome back. We are breaking down the leadership and the company of Apple. Not the type of apple you eat, but the Apple we all love that sells the computers, the iPads, the iPhones, the iMac, the AirPods, Apple Watch, iPhone. It just goes on and on and on of what Apple does. In this room right now with me, I have probably 20 Apple items. So is this a stock we should be jumping in here at a price today? It is July 30th. They just released their second quarter earnings and they are at $407 as I'm looking at it right now. They jumped from this morning being $375 to $407. That is a $22 jump. They also said they're going to be at the end of August splitting your one share into 4 shares. That doesn't mean you make more money. If it was worth $1, you would have 4 of them worth a quarter. So it's the same price. But what it does is psychologically, all the people that wanted to buy Apple and thought it was too expensive, well, now it's just a quarter. So your shares are the same, but suddenly a lot more people jump in and they make even more money. So is this a buy or sell? Well, I have 5 areas I check. So let's do it. The first is, do you know what the company does? You don't want to buy into a company if you don't understand it. You need to understand what you're buying. All right? So, do we understand Apple? Sure, why not? It's computers. Obviously, people are using computers, using iPhones, using phones, using the AirPods. It's a company that we all know very well. So, yeah, we get it. We don't have to try and figure this one out. So, let's jump to number 2. The second thing we need to know is, do they make money? I'm guessing you know this one too, but here's some numbers. In 2018, they made $268 billion. In 2019, they made $260 billion. So they did go down $8 billion, which would be a warning sign, except for 2020. In the first quarter, it was $58 billion. And I don't see the report in front of me at the moment, but basically they have made quite a bit more with the Rona because more people are buying computers in this time than had even been expected. They broke their records. They were projected at $267 billion for the year. I think they're going to break that record. So, or that prediction, I should say, not record. So do they make money? Yes, they make lots of money. So now we want to know about leadership. What's the leadership like? Well, this one is probably my favorite aspect of Apple. This is Tim Cook. He is the leader, and he's been the leader for over 20 years. Do you realize how rare that is for a major company, one that makes billions of dollars, to keep the same leader? It is rare. This guy was hired by Steve Jobs himself in 1998. But more than that, he's also on the Nike's board. He's on the National Football Foundation board. He's a trustee of Duke University. He has said he's going to donate his entire fortune to charity. Before Apple, he was with IBM. I mean, this guy is the man. You can't look very far without seeing something that he has not done well. That was a lot of positive negatives there, but it was all positive. Fourth area we want to always look at is, what are they doing next? Okay, you make computers. So does other people. What is innovative about your future? They are jumping into so many areas. They are looking at passenger safety systems for cars. They are looking at wearables. They already are doing wearables, but more because it's one of their most profitable areas. You may know about Apple TV, Apple Card, which is credit card, Apple Arcade. They have 31 patents for the future ideas that they're doing. This is a company that is innovative. So it is definitely a company that's going to continue to grow. Well, I shouldn't say definitely. We can't say this is any sort of all-knowing or advice in financing. This is just my thoughts. And then the fifth area we always look for in a company, whether we want to buy or sell, is who is their competition. And this is the only area that I'm a little bit pausing on, because they're not the only ones that make any of the items that they make. Are they better? Yeah, but there's lots of competition. Microsoft, Dell, Samsung, Sony, in every area and every field that they're in, they have lots of competition, and there will be many more players that enter this field. Can they compete with Apple? I think some can, and someone could even overtake it. You don't know. So this is an area where they're the best at what they do, but they're not the only one in this field. All right, so now let's look at the numbers. Before Rona, this company was trading at $327 a share. It went down to $212.61. In hindsight, man, wish I would have bought a lot there, but I was not prepared. They went up to, it was a high of $399.82, but now it's $408.95 as of today. Now, what should we do? That is an enormous number. It is higher than it was before the pandemic, and we are still in the pandemic. Are people still buying? Yes, but the economy is absolutely crashing, and here we are with a company making more money than they did before. So should we buy it here? I'll say maybe, because this is a tough one for me. I do swing it. I trade in and out, but I do it when it hits just above the SMA line, and then when it drops below, I get out. If it would drop, I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and I might be waiting forever for this. If it dropped to about 340, I would put it in my long term. I would buy as much as I can and put it in there, and then I would sit on it for years. But because it's so high, it's higher than it's ever been in history, and it's going to split and go lower, I probably will buy then too. But it's not like it's all psychological. That's the only reason we would do it, because it's the same price. But I just keep swinging this stock, making a little bit and getting out, making a little bit and getting out, expecting a major pullback. Now, what you should do, that's up to you. It is definitely worth it. It's just super expensive. So personally, I'm waiting for a major pullback, and then I would go all in with this company. Right now, it's extremely, extremely high compared to that it has ever been in the history of the company. So take that for what you want, buy or sell. Thanks for watching these. If you'd like to hear as we continue to put these out on a daily basis, hit the subscribe button, like the video, hit the notifications, and you will know when the next video comes as we break down the leadership and the business of these amazing companies in our world. Thanks for listening.